Good evening, everyone. It is June 9th, and I have a number of tomatoes to taste test with you tonight that I'm pretty excited about. A few days ago, I posted a taste testing video where I compared the pink Brandywine Sudduth strain, which is the legendary heirloom regarded for its flavor all over the country, said to be one of the best tasting tomatoes ever, with the heirloom Brandywine Yellow and the hybrid Brandy Boy. All three tomatoes were fantastic, and I'll link to that above. I have a few more exciting tomatoes to try tonight. This right here is the Brandywine Pink Sudduth strain, so I'm going to use this kind of as a control because I know how fantastic it is. But I also have to show you the Brandywine Red, the true black Brandywine, and the Cherokee Purple, which I've been growing for 3 years and is one of the best mahogany tomatoes. So the very first thing I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to do the weigh-in. So I have my trusty scale next to me. And first we will start with the pink Brandywine Sudduth, which you see here. You can see how beautiful it is. There's really no cracking in this one, so I'm very happy about that. That weighs in at 11.9 ounces, just shy of 12. We have the Brandywine Red, and so far the Reds have been a little bit bigger than all of the other Brandywines. It's a pretty nice looking tomato. This one is 12.65 ounces, slightly larger. We have the true black Brandywine, which is a mahogany color, and these have been typically smaller than all of the other Brandywines, and they really crack on you. I'm having a terrible time with the splitting on this tomato. This tomato splits more than any tomato I've ever grown, and that comes in at 8.55 ounces. And then finally the Cherokee Purple. This one's a little bit misleading because it's so large. They're not normally this large. They're normally more like a 6 to 10 ounce tomato. This one weighs in at a whopping 12.65 ounces. Don't expect a lot of Cherokee Purples to weigh in at that big of that much of a weight. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the meatiness of each tomato. In my most recent tomato video, you saw what the Brandywine Pink Sudduth looks like. And here you can see how beautifully meaty that tomato is. It looks absolutely fantastic. Now we'll try the Brandywine Red. This is not quite as meaty as the Brandywine Pink. The seed cavities are a little bit hollow, but it's still a nice looking tomato. Here is the Brandywine Black. That is a little more similar to the Brandywine Red. And finally the Cherokee Purple, which is a favorite in my garden. Beautiful tomato. Similar to the Brandywine Black. You can see it's a little meatier. There's a little less gel. And then you can see how the Brandywine Pink here compares to the Brandywine Red here. You can clearly see the Brandywine Pink is the meatier tomato. You can clearly see the Cherokee Purple is meatier than the true black Brandywine. And now for everyone's favorite part, the taste test. We will start out with the Brandywine Pink because I had it earlier in the week, and I'll use that as a control. And it was honestly the finest tasting tomato I think I've ever had in my life. And this one is no exception. It's absolutely fantastic. A lot of tomatoes I don't like eating this gel inside. I like to take it out, but these tomatoes are so good you can actually leave it in. And despite all the rain that we've had recently, it's still really good. It's a very strong tomato flavor. It is very acidic. It has a lot of bite to it. Just a delicious tomato. Now I want to compare it to the Brandywine Red. And right away I can tell this tomato is a little drier. It's not quite as watery. It has a very similar flavor, very similar texture. I would say it is a little milder. So I'm going to try a little piece of both the pink and the red at the same time. I'm going to put them in my mouth at the same time to see which one has more of a bite to it. They have almost an identical texture. The ultimate flavor of them is about the same, but the pink Brandywine has much more zip, zing, and bite to it. If you take the Brandywine Red, it is creamier, it is milder. The Brandywine Pink tastes like a zippy, peppy Brandywine Red. I would say the pink overall is the winner. It is a much, much stronger tomato. It is much more acidic. It has much more bite to it. That's how I like my tomatoes. So that's to me, the pink is the winner, but the red is still a good tomato. Now I will try the black Brandywine. The black Brandywine has a different flavor. It is milder and I would say richer, smokier. So I'm going to compare the red and the black at the same time. The black is smoother and milder. It is not as acidic. So they all have the same similar basic flavor. They both taste like the same tomato, and the red kind of sits in between the pink and the black. The red kind of tastes like a classic tomato, whereas the pink tastes like a zippy, acidic version of the red, and the black tastes like a smoother, darker, smokier version of the red. They're all very good tomatoes. Now I will compare this to the Cherokee Purple, which is one of our favorites. Oh, the Cherokee Purple is so rich and so sweet. It is so good. Oh, that is such an amazing tomato. I have to try it side by side with the black Brandywine because they both have that similar smoky undertone that these mahogany purplish tomatoes have. Oh, it's not even close. Oh, the Cherokee Purple just blows the black Brandywine away. Oh, it's not even close. They have a very similar smoky flavor, but the Cherokee Purple is so much richer and so much sweeter. And you know what? It doesn't have the habit of cracking as badly as the true black Brandywine does. It's fairly prolific. I got just as many, I probably got more tomatoes off the Cherokee Purple than I did. If you had to grow a mahogany tomato, hands down, the Cherokee Purple is the best indeterminate. It is just fantastic. The true black Brandywine it's good. It is a good tomato, but it does not hold up to the Cherokee Purple. To me, the two winners, hands down, are the pink Brandywine and the Cherokee Purple. So the only fair thing to do would be to try them both side by side and try and crown a winner. Oh, that is so tough. Those are two of the best tomatoes that you will ever have in your life. The Brandywine Pink is so zippy and strong and acidic, and it has so much bite to it, whereas the Cherokee Purple is so rich and deep and sweet. It's so much sweeter. If you don't like acidic tomatoes, the Cherokee Purple is probably going to be your favorite tomato out there. If you do like zippy, acidic tomatoes, the Brandywine Pink Sudduth strain is probably going to be your favorite tomato out there. So what do you like better, acidic or smoky? I really can't decide. If I'm in a high acid mood, this Brandywine Pink is the best on earth. If I want a sweet tomato, the Cherokee Purple might be the best on earth. The way you really do it is you just mix them both together. I like making a salad out of both of them. They're absolutely fantastic. So there you have it, everyone. Those are 4 fantastic classic heirloom tomatoes. They are some of the most popular tomatoes out there. I know there's a lot of questions that people have about growing them, and this was a pretty brief taste test overall. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to ask them in the comments, and I will respond as quickly as I can. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel for more updates and more videos like this. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.